Hey you, welcome back to the channel. And guys, I am very excited today to announce to you the launch of the new Bitcoin MYK website. So, as I had been saying earlier to a lot of people who are now part of this project, that we were going to start to see a great deal of evolution in our going forward, and that this would be a constant changing evolution to get to the best product we can become, right? To get to the best system and give you all the best value. So, with the new site here, what we tried to do with the new layout, try to get a lot more colors into it that still, present this cryptocurrency based blockchain technology. And some of the first imagery you get on the site is people throwing up a lot of cash, right? And that can be perceived two ways, right? That could be perceived that we're getting rid of all this fiat currency now and dealing with things that hold our value, that is deflationary, and so we're getting rid of this money. Or we could look at it like people are now able to have a lot of the financial freedom they've been seeking due to cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Also very important is we see more imagery. We see the use of the mobile app to make payments. We see the Bitcoin Wave network, which is this new way to move Bitcoin at super high speeds using social media verification to stop double spending at high speeds through a social media based network. And all of this is very important because what we're starting to understand is the importance of social media with the adoption of cryptocurrency. Facebook has a cryptocurrency coming out that will initially have about 200 million users. And nations like India will be able to who send right now about $65 billion back home to India from the United States every year, which costs them quite a bit of money through money transference systems. They will be able to use products like Facebook and like the Bitcoin Wave network here, our project, to do this. With us, all transactions are free. So they'll be able to essentially send a lot of money anywhere in the world for free. Of course, we're trading on decentralized exchange. We kind of show some imagery of that. We show the Bolivar in Venezuela being burnt, symbolizing hyperinflation, and the needed use of cryptocurrencies in order to counter that. We see a guy living off $7 an hour, trying to survive on fiat currency, at the same time being taxed a great deal with that little bit of money. And the thing is, under our universal basic income program, this network we're hoping will achieve giving people back enough money to create a situation for them where their basic needs are met every month. Now, although some negative things have come up about portions of the UBI program, it's important to note that this is money set aside in our treasury to deal with this, and it has nothing to do with the day-to-day operations of the technology and the in our system. And so I think that's very important to note, that it's not just this solely universal basic income token, right, with no way to create value or be sustainable. No, this is something totally different. But portions of what we're doing do go to that, and I think that's very important because, especially in this space, what we don't have that we need is spending, right? Everybody's holding Nobody's really spending. And we could create this network here where people are willing to spend and use this as a money, which is what I believe, in my opinion, really gives this technology value when it's able to be used as a transferable money and not a speculative device. And then next, we just see some of the fall of Bitcoin, the great fall since 2017. And that kind of symbolizes why we believe our project, Bitcoin NYK, as part of Bitcoin, will actually trade in adversely to it. It will go up in value against Bitcoin because there are certain aspects to Bitcoin NYK, like the social network, the growth of the network, all bottled into a deflationary token. And we believe there are aspects that Bitcoin doesn't have in that way. But it's also very important to note that this works alongside with Bitcoin. It moves at the hip of Bitcoin. If you mine more Bitcoin, you get more Bitcoin NYK without purchasing it. If you buy more Bitcoin, you get more Bitcoin NYK without purchasing it. So this is all very integral, and they work together. They don't really separate in that fashion. So in that regard, I would say Bitcoin NYK is probably the best fork out there and the one that makes the most sense, as it doesn't just become some other token. What you do in Bitcoin is reflective of what happens in Bitcoin NYK. So, yeah, and so the color schemes have changed quite a bit. We're still going to be doing some work here on the buttons. I like them to be a great deal colorful and jump outish, but we want to get the buttons. We wanted it non-intrusive to the user experience, so you don't see any buttons while you're surfing anywhere or anything like that. And I'm cruising here on my mobile device, but I don't think it does the site as much justice as it, as when you yourself go on to the site and you search on it. And of course, this is our social media blogging area, BTM bloggers. But very excited to show you guys some of the new changes to the site and the new layout and the new color scheme. Also, I would like to talk about this is the last day of the month. That means our universal basic income tokens will go out this month. It also means this is the last day for Bitcoin holders to claim tokens before the transactional network fee is enacted again, as it is enacted every month. And to quickly and briefly explain, how that works and what it is. It's no longer we consider it a penalty. We were calling it a penalty before. Last month there was a 1% deduction taken from Bitcoin holders, but let me explain how that works. We do not consider it a penalty. It goes to the transactional network fees, because all of our transactions across the network is free to the user, right? So nobody pays anything. You can send money anywhere in the world, and you don't pay anything. And that's for everybody. Nobody pays. So what happens is, as the Bitcoin holders don't collect their tokens every month, their tokens go back into circulation, and that value is used to pay the Bitcoin network fees, or the Bitcoin Wave network fees, or our transaction fees. And so for the month of February, which starts tomorrow, it will be 2%. So it will increase to 2% for the universal basic income. If you've not collected for the month of January, you will lose your January universal basic income tokens, and you will be eligible again to collect in February. This is all very important, guys, that within these time frames you do claim your Bitcoin, MYK from your Bitcoin holdings, that you do collect your universal basic income tokens within the calendar month. Also, all of our contests for the month end today. We will be announcing a winner later this evening and sending out payments and announcing all of our winners. And we wish you all good luck. That's for all our contests here from Electronium, Tron, BitTube, and all of those various contests. So just want to update you guys. Also, our marketing campaign has started for January. So we're expecting to see a lot more use in the site. We're already happy with the results we've seen. They're faster moving than we thought, and we're starting to get quite more traffic onto our products and websites and videos. And so we're hoping that we will get a good turnover rate and get more users from this marketing that has already started. And guys, I think that's it, guys. But go over to the site, enjoy it, check it out. Let us know what you think. Give us your comments on it. But that's all I want to say in this video, guys. Guys, if you like content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe. And until next time, take care.